So back when I was growing up and even into my early teens, I was known as the fat kid. I remember my year 6 graduation, I was trying to buy clothes for it and nothing, no matter what I tried on, it just couldn't fit. And I remember actually breaking down in tears in front of my mum and saying, "Mum, nothing fits. I look like crap. I don't feel good about myself." Other times I had, classmates coming up to me, rubbing my tummy and just kind of making little sneaky remarks. And this whole experience really just, it was difficult and it made me feel like I had no real sense of self-worth or self-esteem. But on a more positive note, I did make some changes. Particularly, I started to do some exercise. I started to do cardio training, and this definitely helped in the short term. But at the same time, it didn't help me actually keep weight off my body long term. But today we're going to be divulging into the most common reasons why you, no matter what you do, cannot seem to keep fat and weight off your body. And if you stick around to the end, we'll be going through the things you need to be doing to make sure that you're actually keeping fat off and getting ongoing results with your body. So the first mistake you could be making is that you think that it's more about what you eat rather than how much you're eating. I've had so many clients come to me as a fitness coach telling me that they've been eating clean. They've been having whole foods, they've been having nutritious foods, they've been having their veggies, they've been having all matter of what they deem to be nutritious foods. And by all means, a lot of the things they come to me with are certainly nutritious, but at the end of the day, if you're absolutely guzzling down a tremendous amount of even healthy food, there's a great chance that you're still not going to be able to keep weight off. So simply eating clean is not actually going to make much of a difference, and it's not going to keep that weight off your body. So the next mistake you're possibly making is you're not paying any sort of attention to your energy balance or your macronutrient. Essentially, your energy balance is the discrepancy or the difference between how much energy you're consuming through food and calories versus the amount of energy that you're burning throughout a day. This is known as your TDEE, total daily energy expenditure. So I've seen so many clients come in and they've really got no idea how much energy and how many calories they're actually consuming. And they don't even know the breakdown of those which we know as macronutrients. So how much fat they're getting, how much protein they're getting, and how much carbohydrates. And this can be a real problem because if you're not getting that balance right and you've got a big mismatch between what you're eating and what you're expelling, you're going to revert back to putting weight back onto your body. The third mistake is that you're not actually potentially doing enough to increase your total daily energy expenditure, so TDEE, which we just spoke about. So you're not doing enough to actually move around, get your body moving. And if you do this throughout the day, if you're doing workouts, if you're going for a walk, if you're increasing your incidental exercise, so kind of just moving about the house, doing chores, doing bits and pieces around the house, if you're not doing enough of these things, you're not actually going to be burning enough calories to offset the amount that you're consuming. And in a moment, we're going to be going through some practical ways that you can actually increase this every single day. And finally, another huge mistake that is preventing you from keeping weight off your body long term is that you're not actually doing activities or doing things that are increasing your metabolism. In my experience, the best way to keep fat off your body long term and keep the weight down is to find ways to increase your metabolism. Because essentially this means that no matter what you're doing, whether you're lying on the couch, whether you're relaxing, you're always burning more and more calories than if you had a lower metabolism. So next up, you've heard the mistakes. You're probably dying to hear how you can actually make some practical changes and some solutions to these problems that I've outlined. So solution number 1 is instead of just simply eating clean as much as you want, you actually need to be eating the right amount of the right foods. So eating nutritious foods such as lots of fibrous vegetables, having plenty of protein, having the right sort of carbohydrates, so not having lots of sugars, all of this is super important. So keep doing it. But what you need to do now is actually add another step. You need to download something like MyFitnessPal and start actually putting your food into it. MyFitnessPal is going to break, again, down your energy consumption for the day, so how much you've actually consumed, and also give you a breakdown of your carbohydrates, your fats, and your proteins. And you need to be making sure you're getting the right amount of each of those. For instance, getting this balance of the right macronutrients is really important because it's actually going to shape the way that your body looks. If you're having lots of sugar and you're not getting enough protein, you're not going to get the most out of your workouts, and you're not going to keep that fat off. Next up, here are some practical ways that you can increase your total daily movement or energy expenditure. Personally, a favorite of mine is to get up in the morning a little bit earlier. It could even be just half an hour, and actually just go for a walk, get moving, get out in the fresh air, and just start to get those calories burning. Another thing that is really, really popular is, instead of driving all the way to work, actually parking a little bit further away, so you have to walk there and walk back, or take it a step further and actually walk or ride your bike to work. You're not going to waste much more time, especially if there's traffic, but you're actually going to burn some more calories throughout the day. Another thing you could do, who thought that playing with your kids could actually burn some more calories? Go outside, try and do activities with your kids that aren't watching the TV and kind of sitting down. Go outside, kick the ball around, do something a little bit more physical with them. Same goes with your chores or the things you have to do around the house. Maybe you should change it up and mow the lawns instead of doing the dishes. Try and find activities that you have to do anyway and make them a little bit more physical. Have to watch a lecture for uni? How about you plug your AirPods in and go for a walk listening to it instead? There are so many ways that you can increase this daily energy expenditure. You just got to be a little bit more creative. Now, the one thing that really made the difference for my body, it was an absolute game changer, and without doubt, it trumps everything else that I've just spoke about in terms of a solution to keeping fat off your body long term. It is strength training, more specifically trying to get ongoingly stronger. So this isn't about doing high reps, about doing 15 reps in a set or 20 reps in a set, doing squat after squat after squat after squat. That's not the type of strength training I'm talking about. I'm talking about using dumbbells, using kettlebells, using barbells, using machines, using actual, learning how to lift weights properly and really pursuing getting stronger on a serious level. The reason why this is so vital to ongoing fat loss and maintaining that fat loss is because it's going to grow your muscle. Putting lean muscle onto your body is going to drastically increase your metabolism. Again, it's going to mean that throughout the day, if you've got more muscle just sitting on your body, you are going to burn calories organically. You're going to burn more energy super passively. It's almost like you've invested in the stock market of energy burning and you're just sitting there receiving the dividends over and over again. So instead of doing burpee after burpee, star jump after star jump, kilometer after kilometer running, start to invest some time into strength training, because trust me, in the short term, it might take a bit of time to get used to, but in the long term, it is going to absolutely be your best bet for looking fantastic, getting ongoing results with your body, and actually keeping that fat off, which is what at Get Gym Fit we're all about. We're not only about helping people with that, but we're also about helping people the step before, signing up for their first gym membership and actually overcoming the intimidation that goes along with getting your fitness journey started. So please hit the link in our bio if you need any sort of help throughout this process, if you need a little bit of more personal care, and we'd love to speak to you directly. And again, to top it off, please hit the like and subscribe so we can continue to spread this to people who need a little helping hand getting their fitness journey started.